Hello, everyone. Welcome to our reading today. We are using daily guidance for your angels, and we are looking to see what is your daily guidance for today. So let's take a look and see what your message is. So I hope everybody is doing great. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to do your readings. It is great to be able to do your readings and to help you with uh, some personal guidance to make things easier for you. So let's take a look. I feel like this one must have come out too, and let's see what your spread is. Okay, so daily guidance spread. So you received the word play. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, giddy, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. Okay, so with this one here, you are being asked to take time to enjoy the moments that you're in. Okay, try not to rush through the season, try not to rush through the week, but you're being asked to instead embrace every day. And when you have moments where you can just have some downtime to yourself, you're being told by the universe to do that. Right? Maybe you've done a lot of work and you're just a person that's constantly working, 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 and always serving others. And this card is reminding you that it's really important to take time for yourself too, right? When the universe is asking you to take time for yourself, it's because you have earned that time and you need that time so that you don't burn out down the road. You might not be aware of it now, but you could be heading towards like a burnout energy. So when you get this break in your schedule, it's because either the universe is going to be speeding things up for you and it knows that you're not going to have a break for a while, so it's giving you one before things get started, or it knows that mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, you need this break so that you can get your energy back, pull yourself back up, and fill up your cup so that you can go back out there again without feeling drained. Okay, so definitely take this time to enjoy some activities. You have steady progress. So we acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. So you have been really stepping up and stepping in and doing the work. Okay. You are constantly pouring out to those who need your love, your guidance, your comforting. You're the one that's there when maybe nobody else is, right? You're the one that is tired, but you say yes because you know that that person really needs the support, right? So you are making a lot of steady progress when it comes to being the light that you're asked to be. Okay, so the universe clearly sees that you could choose to be cold, you could choose to be bitter, you could choose to be angry, you could choose to withdraw, but instead you are showing up regardless of what the situation is with love, with understanding, with feelings, and you're being well observed over this situation. Okay, so and you've definitely learned that in life, love is what really moves everything forward, right? You've learned that love is what really truly matters in the end. So, excellent work with your hard work. You've been doing a great job in that area. We are looking at listen, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle, reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you is to listen. Okay, so they're asking you when you go into meditation, don't allow your mind to just roam. Or when you're in bed at night, don't allow yourself to start worrying and thinking scenarios and things. What they want you to do is just kind of come into your heart space and just quiet your mind. Just tell yourself, I release all thoughts. I listen to my heart. I listen to the nothingness around me. Okay. Try to clear your mind so that your mind doesn't create something that truly isn't there. Okay. That the universe truly doesn't want for you. That's what's really important right now. The universe is asking you to listen to the message that they are sending in. And the only way you're going to hear that message or feel that message is by quieting your thoughts and not allowing yourself to constantly have to fill in the space. Okay. So like for example, if you're doing a meditation, you don't want to be thinking of what you have to do after the meditation. You don't want to be thinking about how a situation might turn out. Like want to go, you just want to clear your mind, right? You just want to allow yourself to just sit and just clear your mind. In some situations, you might want to listen to the or you might want to listen to the ocean or a river or that what they call white noise or a frequency. Put on a frequency that says, clear your mind frequency. Go on YouTube, look up clearing your mind frequency, and it'll play a certain tone for you, and that can help you. Because I know sometimes when you need to listen and clear your mind, it's very hard for some people to not think and not allow their mind to start wandering off. So you can also use things that can help you clear your mind, right? Can help you to focus on the sound versus focusing on the noise that's inside of your head that wants to keep telling you this, that, whatever, okay? But you definitely want to try to listen. And you can also set the intention, dear universe, dear angels, dear spirit guides, ancestors, I ask of you to please help me to listen to your guidance, to listen so that I may hear what you are trying to say, to listen with an open heart. Because a lot of times listening just means to feel your heart, to just close down the noise around you and just feel your heart. And sometimes feeling your heart is actually a form of listening because of the emotional vibration that your heart will give you, right? So a lot of times it can be that too, is you just need to tune into your heart. And your last one is acceptance, right? So see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Okay, so acceptance is all about letting go of judgment, right? In order to accept something, you have to be willing to let go of judgment as well, because we can't accept something that we're judging, and that includes yourself. If you do not accept yourself for who you are and you're constantly trying to be somebody else or constantly trying to step into somebody else's image or somebody else's energy, then you truly are not accepting who you are. Okay. And you don't want to wear a mask because anytime you're wearing a mask, then you're not offering yourself unconditional love. So there's a limitation between the mask and your true self. So definitely take the mask off. Let situations play out however they're meant to, right? You will feel much better, much more happier, and much more aligned when you have the energy of acceptance within you. When you love yourself and you accept yourself, you're not going to want to wear a mask just so somebody else it feels happy or validated around you, right? You're not going to want to wear a mask to pretend to be something that you're not, to be with people that may not feel comfortable to your own energy. Like, so acceptance can also help you to just be yourself in a situation that maybe you haven't been yourself in. So, for example, say you try to be a certain way when you go to work, just using work as an example. Um, and you try to be like the nice, kind, perfect work, person. You just, but you're not really truly yourself. The people there really aren't getting to know you because you're not being your true self. And you're just feeling a role, but it might not be a role that makes you happy. So just truly stepping into your own energy, you're showing people who you truly are. And when you do that, you love who you are. And if the person doesn't resonate with you, then that's their loss, not, that's their loss. And for you, you will find people that will, right? So you're more aligned with your energy, which allows you to be able to be the true person that you are. And when you do this, you will see yourself changing in your environment as well, because the universe can align with you more when you are your authentic self and accept yourself. Okay. And some situations you cannot change, you're not meant to change. Some situations you are meant to accept and let the situation be however it chooses to be. Okay. If somebody wants to hate you, no matter what you do, that's their choice. Accept that. That's their issues. It has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with them. Okay. And then just let it go. Like, some things you need to just accept. You don't want to be a people pleaser. You don't want to try to make somebody feel perfect in your presence if they choose not to. Okay, if they choose to find fault in you, just as an example, every time you do something, they choose to find a fault in you, that's because they're not healed within themselves. So no matter what you do, you're never going to be accepted by this person. So you need to accept that and just show up and be yourself without trying to people please. Okay, as an example. And as you do so, the love for yourself will grow, and then that love will spread outward into your environment, into your situation, and it'll really truly make you feel just so much more happier. We're going to take a look at some charms with this one just to see what our charm reading is. Okay, let's see. So we have the cats. Okay, the cats, the dragonfly, and the butterfly. Okay, so right away I get the message of 9 lives. A cat is someone that also is very quiet. A cat can walk around very quiet. They are a great listener when they're hunting. They listen very carefully. Sometimes they can hear things like a mouse moving, right? So the cat symbolizes the need to know yourself and the need to know how to conduct your own energy so that you can achieve the goals that you're trying to achieve. Okay. A cat is someone that it also absorbs energy. They absorb energy. A lot of times they absorb negative energy so that they can transform it. So don't be surprised if you don't find yourself always making other people feel better, but then you kind of feel ucky, right? That could be the fact that you may want to learn how to release energy after you leave situations or leave certain people, because you may need to release that energy in a productive way that helps you to feel like you are rejuvenated and can continue to do things. Okay, a cat also symbolizes like an introvert. They like their alone time. So you definitely want to make sure that you make some quiet time, okay? Cats love their quiet time. They like to rest. They know when they need to rest so that they can do the hunting and things like that that they need to do. The butterfly represents a transformation. It represents seeing things from a higher perspective. Okay. The dragonfly is a very old symbol. It's a very old symbol of um, wisdom and transmutation, right? So with the dragonfly, it kind of represents that play energy. Dragonflies love to fly around and do all kinds of turns and tricks and all kinds of stuff. And whenever you're watching them in the water, so this is like um, a form of your transformation with the butterfly and the water and the emotions. And it's also like a message to allow yourself to play during this transitioning time, okay? You want to allow yourself the room to hear, understand, and grow from your environment and from your lessons that you're learning. Okay, so there has to be like a pace that you're being asked to do here. There's a realization of understanding the importance of loving yourself enough to know what you need for your care as well, not just the care for others. Okay. And if you have to make a decision and you're trying to figure out how to make decisions, I feel like this listening card is for someone who needs to quiet their emotions down so that they can understand and feel the decision that the universe is trying to help guide them into doing. Okay. So this is our reading for today. I hope this has helped you. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and a blessed week.